Good evening. It's another Friday and it's sports time here on Pan-African Television. Now, if today is your first time of watching this program, it is an interactive and in-depth sports analysis show which comes your way every Friday from 5 to 6 p.m. only on this channel. And I'm your host, Eve Abres. Now, coming up in this edition, European top lineup matches, that is Manchester City versus Arsenal, Dortmund versus Bayern Munich, and Chelsea versus Manchester United. This and many more stories coming up in this edition. I'm going for a short break. I'll be back. Stick and stay.
What dropping na me on behwehwe area ha de oye de wa
ka me kope TVs ne
o American na me from me catch say me Franco ambassador me kra mate so mo de princess aba iti me je na me peka akwakotu bi yanko welcome to Franco Trading.
me ho jimi
Ya pesa what you say Franco Trading Enterprise ya ka television ayo bi any television keke o LED television with quality pic. You can mobile phone I will be. She say princess here, they are very crumpled there. And you can't say Franco Trading Enterprise. Phone papa, television papa, a face with you, printer papa, if you.
Welcome back. This is Sports Time on Pan-African Television. Now let's get interactive. You can follow us on Facebook. It's Sports Time on Pan-African Television. Instagram and Twitter is Sports Time GH. It's time for the news. Hello, Max.
Hi, Eve. How you doing?
I'm fine. By the way, are you a Chelsea fan?
No, I'm not a Chelsea fan. But I'll not even disclose the party or the club that I support actually.
I had wanted to ask you about Romance 3, but anyway, since you said that, I know you're running away.
No, it's not I'm running away, and I can't run away from anything. I'm not scared of anything. I'm not a fear. Okay, yeah, I got him.
Okay, what do you do?
All right, it's time for the sports news. My name is Maxwell Orion. Many thanks for joining me this evening. Now we have Cristiano Ronaldo in the news, and of course we have Lesnar also in the news, and we have some other stories also coming up shortly. But we'll start with Cristiano Ronaldo. What is it about him this time around? Now, the four-time Ballon d'Or champion Cristiano Ronaldo is procrastinating on renewing his contract with Real Madrid, having played 2 years out of the supposed 5 years.
The ex-Manchester United winger, who joined Madrid in 2009, has fallen out with the club due to poor performances lately. The 32-year-old has steered Los Blancos to 2 La Liga titles and 3 Champions League crowns.
Away from that, Ranieri has blamed Chelsea boss Antonio Conte for recent poor performance of the club after Italian decided to depend on Alvaro Morata instead of Diego Costa.
former Chelsea manager Claudio Ranieri says he believes that Chelsea's struggles this season stems from the Blues relying on Alvaro Morata up front rather than Diego Costa. Chelsea brought in Morata from Real Madrid in a big money deal back in July, and the Spanish forward has made a strong start to life at Stamford Bridge. Speaking to Corriere dello Sport, Ranieri said, "What is Chelsea's problem so far? It's down to injuries and the changes in the squad. It's not easy to go from Diego Costa to Alvaro Morata. The first is a leader who carries the team on his shoulders and plays with anger, with force and sheer will. The other is more of a dribbler." He ended his words by saying, "When you change your centre forward, you also have to change your approach."
All right, let's move to the wrestling world. Now, the WWE Universal Champion Brock Lesnar will battle SmackDown title holder Jinder Mahal at Survivor Series build for November 19, 2017 at the Toyota Center in Houston, Texas.
Beast Incarnate has vowed to slay Mahal, who stand Randy Orton at Battleground to become the first Indian to reign supreme on the blue brand. The boastful and loquacious Mahal, nicknamed the modern-day Maharaja, is unperturbed thanks to the Singh brothers, whose presence at ringside can turn the tide in his favor and upset his iron-bodied opponent.
And that's all for the sports news this evening. My name is Maxwell Warrior, but tomorrow we have 6 solid matches coming up, talking about the EPL, and of course on Sunday we have 4 coming up. Now the match I am looking out for is Manchester United and Chelsea. Anyways, I don't want to pass any comments yet. I'll throw it back to Eve so that she takes control. Eve, up to you.
But why are you denying that you are?
Oh no, I am not denying any fact. I just don't want to pass any comment. If you didn't say anything, I just want to pass any comment before the match. We are only hoping that the best is being given us. That's all.
Alright, this is Sports Time on Pan African Television. It's time for the laws of the game. So let's cross over to Frank. Frank, hi.
Good.
This one there, you can't deny. I know you are 100% Chelsea fan. But you go on then. We'll talk about it.
Alright, so good evening to all Chelsea fans. It's okay. Chelsea and Real Madrid fans. 3 is okay. 3 is enough. Romans 3 versus Chelsea 1. But just by the way, my name as usual is called Jelali Frank, and this segment is called Know Your Law segment. If it's your first time watching us, as I've always been saying, this is the only sports show that gives you the laws of the game. The rest, they don't do it. We are discussing the law. We've discussed law 1, law 2, we are on law 3, and today we are doing the number of substitution. We all watch football matches and we know that 3 is the maximum that we've been doing. Coaches substitute 3, and what we all know is 3. Today, that's what we are going to discuss. We are going to learn whether is it only 3 or more. Okay, so the law says that in FIFA organized matches, we substitute only 3. It is not an offense. We should know that it is not an offense not to make a substitute. So you can finish a match without any substitute. You've not breached any offense. But the law also says that you can make a substitute of 6. That is, if it's a friendly match. Let's take that Ghana is playing Uganda, Ghana is playing Germany, but not under a FIFA organized tournament. Like World Cup, that one, the maximum is 3. The maximum is 3. But if it's not a FIFA organized tournament, with that one, it's 6. And even that one, both teams, that is, if Ghana is playing in Uganda, both teams has to agree that we are making a substitute of 6. Yes. So let's come to other matches. We have recreational tournaments. When we go to recreational tournaments, like let's take it that Pan African TV is playing probably any other team. With that one, you can make any substitution as you want. You can make any substitution as you want. And let's go to return substitution. We all know that in football, people say that when you go out, you can't come in again. Yes, it's something that we've been saying, but we don't know whether there's a law behind it or not. Yes, there's a law. That the law calls it return substitution. When you watch matches like handball, when you are substituted, you can come back. I think beach soccer and things. When the player is being substituted, you have a hope that probably you might come again. But when you are playing football and you are being substituted, take that you play first 5 minutes and your coach subs you. That's all. You can't continue again. So the law says that there's no return substitution, but it gives a chance for that. Yes. So don't say that there's nothing like return substitution in football. There is, sorry. But the problem is that the law says that 2 teams, which also comes in recreational tournaments. Sometimes when you are playing football matches and there's a recreational tournament, what we say is that when you are going out, you can't come back again. Oh, he has played some, he can't come back again. You can't. If both teams agree. So today what we are doing is we discuss that the law says under FIFA tournaments or FIFA organized matches, the maximum substitution is 3. Yes, and it's not an offense not to make any substitution. It is never an offense. You can finish a match without making any substitution. And the law also does not allow, in FIFA organized tournaments, the law does not allow return substitution. That is, a player goes out and he can't come back again. That means that when I'm wearing number 6 and I go out with the number 6, another player cannot come in wearing number 6. That is what it means. And the law also gives chance for friendly matches that you can substitute up to 6. So with that one, both teams with the referee agrees that today we are doing a maximum of 6. So basically that's what we discuss. We can do 6. Return substitution is not allowed unless it's a recreational tournament, and also the maximum in FIFA organized tournament is 3. This is Know Your Law segment. We discuss the laws. The rest we don't. My name as usual is Delali Frank. Eve.
All right, thank you very much. But how was the feeling?
You're going to ask me again.
How was the feeling?
Oh no. You see, Chelsea is gradually becoming. What's a booking to an Arsenal fan?
Oh, look at you.
No, we are talking about you.
Yes, it's like I'm building a point. You see, Arsenal fans, we don't get booking out. So Chelsea, we are building ourselves like that. Chelsea is a team that we win our match today. The next match, the possibility that we lose is higher than even the other match.
We win our match today.
That
means you're bad. Okay.
When I say
Manchester United.
Chelsea playing Manchester United.
Yes.
When Chelsea is even we are sleeping and we wake up and say Chelsea we are playing Manchester United, it's different.
Wow.
So United will kill them.
Frank, you are playing United and you are boasting like this.
Oh, but United too. We saw them. We see them. We saw them. Manchester United.
All right. Thank you very much, guys.
Manchester. Kill him.
All right. Thank you very much once again for your segment. All right. You're still watching Sports Time on Pan African Television. I'm going for another break. I'll be back with a discussion segment. Stay tuned.
What dropping na me on behwehwe area ha de oyedewa
ka me go pay TVs ne
oh American na me from me catch say me ye Franco ambassador me kra mate so mo de princess aba iti me je na me peka akwa kotu bi yenko welcome to Franco Trading. Me ho dream the ambassador what you say Franco Trading Enterprise ya ka television ayo bi any television keke o LED television with quality pack. You can mobile phone I will be. She say princess here, they are very crumpled there. And you can say Franco Trading Enterprise. Phone papa, television papa, a face with you, printer papa, if you.
Oh, I have Lolo.
What plan? I didn't come with you. Ah, I'm my friend on a couple there. So those can go come here so no bit maba. Hey, you Debbie. Yes. So when you go for na wase momobo. Bought for ointment. Why never? Bought for in edru hey. Oh. No say when you bought for. Edru we meet so na ma sorry. What say? Edru we na wo call robomamu a. Ye body na ne friend mali ko pa so what true for was me dance ni wa approach what me dance ni nyankopon asane abehwe wa ba me ha ya eye wo kopige osisi wa poso obuoma na nati bremu sei no na mu ye ne ya se wunya ointment bi di far tiawa
Kania na white wo me so yi me de boafo cream a treat ma ne nyina akọ pimples akro a jam apropro ne honam ne yare ahodo yi wo de enchiri gu nsuo mu na de boafo soap ka de sra so a 5 minutes achi na de boafo cream asra so e be sane nyina afro ma ho atawo boafo herbal products
o manfo agya tumunti o se male popa paswa
Bibiara wa melkom Luciano le melkom No fiano ye melkom
Visit our new Achimota branch, Melcom, where Ghana shops.
University College of Management Studies. Sir! IMS in 1974. Now, me chira over 2 branches. 2 branches? Accra. And Accra had West Hillsmore. We got 2 programs being to say procurement and supply chain management. Okay. Marketing, accounting, human resource management, any banking and finance. Well, accounting and logic won't that. What will be that one? Yo! I found the work. And prepare for you comes. You come. Now then okay, you come. Say
Welcome to Holy Trinity Incorporated. With products like fresh tomato paste, hot pepper paste, garden eggs paste, okra sauce and onion paste. You can now store food for long periods with no refrigerator. They also have very tasty fruit marmalade, natural orange juice, pineapple and strawberry juice. You must definitely try their iced tea lemon mix. All these are freshly produced under very hygienic conditions in Ghana. For further enquiries, call 0206 124 150 or 0549 480 256. Holy Trinity Incorporated, your home of authentic Ghanaian foods.
Memo wako abadeba O2 TV. Enne yetiesi abontin egbisa living bitters sponsor. Dimechi. Eja mechia. Pacho winim said way.
Demedru ya living bitters nne mu hu mfam. Ina obi trem. Munumi meya hoasin.
Hello, my lady. Welcome to Ghana.
Thank you.
Do you know anything about this product?
Living bitters, dear. Cedro papa. And what's on the workroom? Maybe 2 cotton. Gratitude and China can living bitters as 25 years near living bitters workroom. Me say a man who did a year living bitters. Bitters for the living.
Living bitters in your mapping for. One woman colano for and then cola when in fear domain. Capital O2, your shops, our Kanshi, Bubuashi, Dansuman, Bantama Kumasi, and Akofodia. Fre 0270 988 299.
Welcome back. You're still watching the most interactive and in-depth sports analysis show, Sports Time, right here on Pan-African Television. Now, let's get interactive. You can follow us on Facebook. It's Sports Time on Pan-African Television. Instagram and Twitter is Sports Time GH. You can also send in your comment through our WhatsApp line, which will be on your screen. And this is the discussion segment. Today, I'm privileged to have another guest here. He's in the person of Perez Ezra, who works with Ghana Web. Welcome.
Thank you. First time being here. A bit of butterflies.
Yeah. All right. And I have Derek here, Ruben here, AK. Of course, I won't add that to it. Anyway. All right. Welcome, guys.
Thank you very much.
Okay. How was your weekend? I mean, the last week.
It was great. More than fantastic.
Can you tell me why?
First small arrival lost to the smallest team in Spain. Actually, the smallest team in Catalonia. Since you are no longer with Spain, how can you list such a team when you have the so-claimed best player of all time, the greatest of all time? So I was more than happy. Right? Yes, that's what I'm saying, so-called. You understand? So they have their so-called best player, and they still lost to Girona. From a player who used to play for Middlesbrough. I mean, Christian Stuani. I mean, come on. It was embarrassing, but I was happy, and they actually lost again to the Tottenham with the Londoners. So I'm more than happy this week. Even if I fall sick, I'm happy. Yeah.
Ruby.
He can't say anything.
How is the feeling?
Oh, it's not been too good. 2 losses for Los Blancos, and someone is basking in it. He's taking credit for us losing, and he's so excited. But if you have a well-organized team like Barcelona playing against Olympiacos, an out-of-sorts Olympiacos, where Asian ones featured for them, and you ended up drawing. I don't think it's good enough for a side like Barcelona, so you shouldn't be so excited.
All right, this is Sports Time on Pan-African Television. I'm going for a short break. I'll be right back.
Welcome to Holy Trinity Incorporated. With products like fresh tomato paste, hot pepper paste, garden eggs paste, okra sauce and onion paste. You can now store food for long periods with no refrigerator. They also have very tasty fruit marmalade, natural orange juice, pineapple and strawberry juice. You must definitely try their iced tea lemon mix. All these are freshly produced under very hygienic conditions in Ghana. For further enquiries, call 0206 124 150 or 0549 480 256. Holy Trinity Incorporated, your home of authentic Ghanaian foods.
What dropping na me on behwehwe area ha de oyede wa ka me ko pe TVs ne o American na me fa me catch you say me Franco ambassador me kra mate so mo de princess aba iti me je na me peka akwa kotu bi yenko welcome to Franco me ho ikiri me ya besa wo ti ase ni say Franco Trading Enterprise ya ka television ayo bi any television keke o LED television with quality pack. You can mobile phone I will be. She say princess here, they are very crumple there. And you can't say Franco Trading Enterprise. Phone papa, television papa, a face with you. Print papa, if you.
Live
Life is really simple when you purchase from MelcomOnline.com. Under my supervision, even my young boy can make orders from Melcom Online. With Melcom Online, you can order televisions, IT, mobiles, audio and musical equipment, power solutions, kitchenware, furniture, and many other items. Make secure payments with a credit card or debit card, any mobile money wallet, or simply pay cash on delivery. Choose the convenience of ordering anytime and anywhere with a valid ID for pickup from the nearest Melcom branch, or have orders delivered to any address within Accra. Thank goodness for maturity. Melcom Online. Shop simple, shop secure.
No fear, no email.
Welcome back from that break. This is Sports Time on Pan-African Television, and this is the discussion segment. Now, before I went on break, my dear, I asked you, how was the feeling?
Oh, it's not been too good. As I stated earlier on, you know, we've lost and someone is excited over it, but that's wrong. We'll bounce back. It's just that I feel so sorry for Zidane. I believe that his job is on the line, and if he's not able to fix things up, he may be shown the exit.
After all the praises and what he has done for the club.
Of course, he's done a lot for the club, but in times like this, when we need to win and please our fans, and the results are not coming, you know that Florentino Perez won't waste time in showing you the exit, and that's what I feel Zidane might be told.
Typical of Madrid.
Typical of Madrid. And typical of Barca as well.
So Barca will be sack a coach after winning the Champions League. So.
Okay, Ezra, welcome to Sports Time once again. How was your weekend?
Well, for once Arsenal wins again, obviously.
Oh, wow.
A big weekend, so we won over Swansea. We came from a goal down to
You drew in the Europa.
You have a tough match coming up, but we'll talk about that.
Of course, we zoom into that, but hey, once Arsenal wins, I'm happy.
Alright. You have a hat.
Of course, I always say this, that you need to be an Arsenal fan to support Arsenal. Because you have to understand some of the things that comes with supporting Arsenal.
So how would you feel if, your girl leaves you and then as an Arsenal fan, I think it's normal, right?
It's normal. So I was one of the few people who weren't too much saddened by Ghana's loss at the 2015 World Cup, African Cup finals, because I've been seeing this over and over
again, so you're used to it.
Papa Wenger is not ready to change, so last a Ghana, always a Ghana, of course.
Alright, now let's get to business. Ruby, let me start with you. The Black Princesses, they are facing Egypt, World Cup qualifier. Looking at their past records, and then they are just ended matches against Algeria. 10.
Yes, the Black Princesses go into this game with a lot of verve and enthusiasm. Chalking that 10-0 aggregate victory over Algeria, I think the Harambee Starlets of Kenya won't pose a threat to the Black Princesses, because should we qualify, we meet either Gabon or Cameroon, and that is where the real test lies, because Cameroon are one of the dominant forces alongside Nigeria. So I believe that we will beat them heavily and possibly go to Kenya to defend the lead and meet the team in the final round of qualifiers to decide who makes it to France 2018.
Alright, Derek, quick one.
I think, like he said, it's it's a boost for the team. Winning 10-0 against Algeria, it actually boosts your confidence in the team's morale as well, because you're going into a game where your opponent knows you won by your previous game by 10 goals to 0. Come in, it tells the team that are going to face that, look, we have to be very, very quick. We have to be very smart about how these guys play. And I just read a statement from the coach where he said there are no injuries, which is very, very good news for us. And actually, like he said, the test lies between Cameroon or any other team we might face after winning this game, which is very true, because the Black Princesses are chasing their fifth tournament. Their fifth appearance in the FIFA World Cup tournament. So it will be a boost for us. But I think we just shouldn't go into the tournament. We should go with the mentality of winning because we've already been there and we come back with nothing. But this time around, I want to see a positive change and I want us to win the tournaments as well.
All right.
Yeah.
Ezra, how do you assess Ghana's team?
Well, I think obviously you have to know that this team has been consistent, especially qualifying for the World Cup. So once they're coming to such a game, again coming on the back of a 10-0 aggregate win over Algeria, you would expect that the confidence and the kind of approach that they'll take into the game will be more of a positive one. A chunk of this team comes from the ladies' league and as well as the FA Cup. And I think the police ladies have the majority of their players and they won the FA Cup and they've been doing well in the women's league. So once you have a team that has a lot of its players coming from a core group, you know that the understanding is that the uniformity is the order the coach needs to get right is the tactics and the right person. Once we get that right, of course, playing in Cape Coast as well. Kenya for me, who is Kenya when it comes to women's football in Africa? We are looking at Cameroon, we are looking at Equatorial Guinea, we are looking at Nigeria. Any other team shouldn't pose any much threat to us. So I think we are going to win.
But they can pull a surprise.
Football, there are assets in football. You can't override the fact that on countless number of occasions we've seen upsets. But hey, we are bent on qualifying. I think the FA so far have done everything right. They've been calm for a while. We've not had a lot of complaints. Again, they've been active, unlike previous teams where they'll be redundant. So we just call players from other side, they come in, they do whatever they do. They've been active, they've played for quite a bit of time. So once they get onto the pitch, they know themselves, they know what to do. They have a coach who has been with them for a bit of time. The win is expected.
Alright. Any player to look out for in Ghana team?
Grace Santua and Prince Elibia. These are the players to watch out for, and I believe that given the right approach and mentality, they will bang in the goals to make the fans excited.
Alright, I'm looking out for Ben. She has impressed me so far, so I'm just looking out for him.
I think you should have been a coach.
Alright, we'll talk about that later. Now, let's move on to the CAF Champions League final, the second match, which is the final one. Let me start with you. How do you assess the two sides? Who has more advantages? Looking at the first match.
Of course,
now El Ali is playing away.
Yeah. I didn't watch the first leg, and looking at what will transpire in the Moroccan city of Casablanca on Saturday evening, I believe that the home side will win. But let's not underestimate El Ahly. In 2006, they drew at CS Sfaxien. They went to Tunis to stand the homesteads, and I believe that they are capable of doing it this time around. It's just that they conceded at home, and playing away it becomes extremely difficult because these North Africans, with that kind of rivalry between them, I believe that the Moroccans stand a chance of winning.
Now, Derek, let me ask you this. Looking at how the African Champions League is, many people don't even know that the finals is even happening. What is wrong with Africa comparing it to the European Champions League?
I think it has to boil down to the fact that we have accepted the fact that the European football is better than the African League. That is what it's the main reason why we don't get popular. I mean, more TV shows or TV stations to cover these games, and mostly is on DSTV, which people can't and most of the time can't afford.
GTV Plus.
GTV Plus sometimes. Yeah, I mean, which shows it. I think this is the first time they are showing it for us. But it comes to the fact that there is no hype in this. You understand? We have accepted the fact that the Champions League, the EPL, the Serie A, the Bundesliga, and the likes are better than our leagues, which is so disheartening. I mean, we have El Ali playing compared to back then when they had the likes of their bootmakers and stuff. Everyone was actually waiting to watch El Ali play on TV. But what happened to it now? Understand? We all want to see Messi, Ronaldo, Benzema, and the likes.
You can't blame the fans for wanting to see Messi, Ronaldo.
The whole thing is
because Messi and Ronaldo have been projected to be the best players in the world. So as a football fan, when I'm going to watch football, I want to watch Messi or Ronaldo.
But we have.
What is the CAF Champions League 7?
But we also organize African Players of the Year.
And who are they? You mentioned, okay, if I'm to tell you, mention the first 11 of Al Ahly will struggle because they haven't been able to project, give them the mileage and leverage they deserve. I'm not a Barca fan. I'll be able to name at least more than 20 Barcelona players because of the Spanish media have done to make sure that at least I know whatever goes on. The club themselves have put measures in place to do all of these things. And I think, and to take his question basically, I think the major problem with African Champions League, African CAF Confederations Cup, even our Cup of Nations is that the people who man all these competitions do not have the marketing approach to it. So they are not able to. How can you sign a contract for over 10 years? How can you sign some of these things? Because you see, once you have a plan for it, you know that okay, between these years and this period, I have to do this hype. I have to go to this media, make sure they hype them. You have to go to this person and say that okay, I have this player, run a series of articles about them. Look at Jack Wilshere. Wilshere plays for 3 or 5 games, and English in there all over him, hyping him. That's the kind of thing that CAF needs to approach the journalists and say, we have this kind of products. Yes, it might not be the interest of your listeners or viewers, but you need to push it as hard as you can for them to accept. I always say this, that look at the Ghana Premier League, for instance. We have some great players, and I always argue with people who say that we don't have good players there. But what's the FA doing to make sure that all of these players become the kind of players that the kid from my hometown will mention when it comes to the player he looks up to? Nothing is being done, and once you're not hyping your league, once you're not putting too much into publicity, hey, you will suffer.
Now let's come to the game itself. Who are you sticking your head
Of course, though they conceded at home, going away, trying to overcome that is going to be quite difficult. But I still think El Ali is going to come out on top. I watched the game for about 45 minutes and I was really impressed. Understand? Anything can happen in football, but this time around I'm going for it.
They are playing away.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's going to be extremely difficult. But I think, and I know.
And looking at the support Casablanca took to El Ali when they played with them, it was
exactly the rivalry between these two sides is very, very, very tough. But I still think El Ali is the best African football. I mean, club in Africa.
Where is our Kotoko enhanced?
No, you are dead.
Their performance has suffered a nosedive.
Okay, quick one on the match itself.
I think I'll go for work. You know, and I think that it hinges on how they play the first 13 minutes. Ali will go in with the mentality, we need to win at all costs. It's what work goes in with will determine the outcome of the game, because work will now be torn between two decisions. Should we go with the mentality to defend and perhaps end the match with a 1-1 draw? Of course, once that happens, they are champions. Or should we go all out and say we are going to win? If we do that, are we not going to expose ourselves? And I think that's the dilemma that might inure to the benefit of Ali. And that's why I tend to agree when he says that Ali. But if WAC are able to contain Ali in the first 13 minutes, I think WAC will win the championship. I think Ali have dominated for 2 months and we need some new faces.
We need a change.
Yeah, we need change.
And I think they will feel it more should they lose.
Obviously.
Because, hey,
but
we are home.
They won it in 1992, so this will be their second time.
The second time, but right, they are playing at home, so it's going to be devastating. Should they
6 wins out of 6 so far, so they are favored to win, honestly.
Alright, what is happening to Hearts Kotoko?
Hearts Kotoko?
We don't hear from them anymore.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay, I think I'll comment on Hearts of Oak because they had a trophyless run since 2009, and I read a write-up on Ghana Web where they cited the former board secretary Ernest Thompson saying that the club had lost its identity.
We have
I can't.
The representative, so
I can't. Yes, I can't dispute what he said. It's indeed true. I don't know what is happening. Hearts was dominant during the 2000s. You know, Toby came on board and things seem to have gone from bad to worse. You don't know who to attribute the problem to. They brought in a Japanese magician who was trying to get the much needed results. We don't know what happened. He was kicked out. Now they have a Scotsman. We don't even know whether his contract may be extended once he's holiday in Scotland. We don't know his future as at now. So for Hearts, I think something needs to be done.
What about Kotoko?
The club needs to reassess itself. For Kotoko, well, I think they brought a magician on board who's checking out the results. And once
is it because they beat Hearts?
No, not that. I'm not using their FA Cup success, you know, to make them feel that all is well. I believe that Steve Pollard was the right man for the job because this was somebody who had been with King Faisal. He had dreamt of the Kotoko job long ago. He knew Hearts of Oak inside out. So when he was brought on board, you know, given that experience and exposure with several clubs in the GPL, he had what it took to, you know, make Kotoko a formidable and win something. And I believe that he's on course. Given that he's able to operate freely, I believe that Kotoko will be the club which, you know, tantalized this nation with their magical feat in years gone.
I like that.
Yes. Because those two triumphs are not enough. The 1970 and 1983. We want to see Kotoko, you know,
thrilling our hearts like they did some years back. For Hearts of Hope, I wouldn't comment much. I think it's spiritual.
Last week we talked about superstition in football, and today you're saying it's spiritual.
Yes, I believe, because in 2009 it was Eseb who steered them to the title. I'm trying to Kostadin Papic. You know, he had a fantastic run with the Phobians because he was able to nurture a player like Ubedansa, who was the tick of affairs in midfield, and Hearts were inconquerable. But when he left, I don't know, they started losing matches, and the fans became incensed. At a point in time, they even wanted to vent their spleen on Udute and some club officials. So if a rep is here, I think I'll leave them to comment on.
Alright, you're still watching Sports Time here on Pan African Television. You can send in your comment through our WhatsApp line, which is on your screen right now. Now, let's move on to, I think everyone is waiting for this top liners. Let's start with Manchester City versus Arsenal.
I don't know how he's feeling right now, but I'm sure in his mind and in his heart, he's dreamt of the team losing. You know, Arsenal has been this. I think this is probably one of Arsenal's worst seasons, even starting with last season. For Arsenal to drop from the Champions League to the Europa and not performing like the big team in the Europa, because when you take the teams that are representing in Europa this season,
we've qualified.
You've qualified, but you're not playing as the big team. Because as compared
to the second string squad, and with less than a game to go,
you always but as compared to Manchester United when they were in the Europa,
struggles at some point.
They were tough. You understand? They didn't end up conceding to come back against the teams like Cologne and the likes. You understand? But Arsenal, to me, this is probably your worst season.
I agree.
Exactly. And Manchester City is having probably the best start to the Premier League season as well. You understand? Arsenal is no longer in the top 4 as of now. 10 games so far.
With City, remember they started very well last season, and they also what happened.
Statistics shows that if a team starts the season with 9 wins and a draw, they are on course to win the league. They are proven with Chelsea last season, and they are proven with other teams as well. And Arsenal is out of the top 4 in 10 games. 10 games you would think it's small. 28 games more to go. Yeah, we know it's a lot. But looking at Pep Guardiola's side, the kind of football they are playing, it's amazing. I mean, most of the pundits are saying it's probably one of the best things that has happened to English football. The kind of football they are playing. You understand? Looking at their squad, they have squad in depth. Because if a player like Gabriel Jesus can come from the bench, Gundogan can come from the bench, Yaya Toure, Bernardo Silva, Kyle Walker, Danilo, these players can be on the bench and bring an impact. Look at the Arsenal squad. What kind of players you have on bench? Come on. People are bringing top quality players and you're bringing average players. Come on.
Pep influence has got something to do with England winning everything this
wherever Pep coaches,
under 17 World Cup.
That's what I'm coming to. Wherever Pep coaches, they win the World Cup. In 2010 he was in Spain. In 2014 he was in Germany. In 2017 this year he's in England. They've won the under 17 and they've won the under 20. They're going for the big one. And trust me, they can pull a surprise.
I don't see England winning the World Cup though.
You don't see it, but I can tell you they can pull a surprise.
England.
That is what I'm saying. People always have this idea that England is trash when it comes to winning major tournaments and stuff. Don't forget in 2014 they were robbed against Argentina.
But I'll come back to you.
You understand?
Yes.
So to me, it's a game where Arsenal is going in with their hearts like, no, this game. Because when you look at Pep against Chelsea, Manchester City against Chelsea, Chelsea were more than dominated. They defended well. They had the best defenders, yet they conceded. What about Arsenal? You have the likes of Kolasinac and the Holdings and the Mertesackers at your back. You are coming up against Gabriel Jesus, a record goal scoring leader at Man City, Sergio Aguero, and you are coming to defend with the likes of Kolasinac. I will leave it
has for us the best start of a left back in the EPL this season.
Probably.
No.
Oh, please.
Alright, I'll come back to you. Derek, I'll definitely come back to you on this one. But
are we not expecting that 6-3 demolition some seasons back? Well, football defies logic, as he's rightly said. You know, City are on form.
Compare the two coaches for me.
Oh, a comparison of coaches, I think that Pep stands tall. This time around, he'll get the results.
Pep is probably the best coach in the world.
Not the best coach in the world. He's
the
not.
best.
Madrid fans won't be happy as well.
He's won the sextuple.
Oh, of course, he's won the sextuple, but
He's won the
best.
No. So name one coach. Name one coach.
He built, you know,
he built an empire, which is still
he built an empire, but he had to learn from his mentors. He was mentored by Johan Cruyff.
He's still not the Cruyff.
Yeah, he's the best.
But he's even done more than what
If you have won the sextuple, but it's not the last 10 years. In the last 10 years,
which coach has been more successful?
For me, when it comes to coaching, there's only one genius.
Which is?
Though he seems a bit controversial.
Mourinho.
For me, Mourinho.
But when you take head-to-head Mourinho versus
It's not a matter of stats. It's not a matter of stats. It's the results you bring out. Mourinho succeeds wherever he goes. He did it with Porto. He did it with Chelsea.
He succeeded at Madrid.
He didn't. Okay, at Madrid he underachieved. In Italy, he did it. He did what nobody, not even Bela Gutmann or Helenio Herrera, were able to accomplish.
But he flopped at Madrid.
Exactly.
He had the
but
word.
He did it in Italy. And it was phenomenal.
Pep is yet to flop.
Something Pep is yet to achieve.
What has it? He's won this. Has Mourinho?
Of course, he's won the treble. But he's not done it outside Spain.
Okay, let's come to the main game.
Of course, he's not done it outside Spain.
Oh, come on.
He's won. Mourinho did it outside Spain.
Oh.
So let's give him that.
So Spain, then it's 0. That's what you're trying to say.
Oh yeah, it's 0. Why? It's like telling me you are a dominant club in Ghana.
Handball in Spain and
no. It's like telling me you are a dominant club in England. And when others are winning the Champions League, even the second Europa League, you are winning Emirates Cup.
Spain. Pep conquered Europe, conquered the world. I think on a couple of occasions, not once.
Of course.
With perhaps the best club team we've ever seen.
Oh yeah.
So what are you trying?
And I know there's only one trophy that Mourinho is here to win. That's the Club World Cup.
Finish. Pep, Mourinho is a great coach.
Of course.
We can't take it.
No doubt.
You think Mourinho and Pep, Charlie,
you are come back to me, but
you can't compare Pep.
Who are you sticking your head for? Looking at the two teams.
Oh,
this particular.
I'm not a fan of both teams.
But still.
But since I hate everything about City, I just wish they lose.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
Just because of Guardiola.
You just admitted something, which I'll come back later.
Oh yes, just because of Guardiola. They should lose.
Which is quite very unusual of you. Anyway. Alright. Parents, the game. Looking at the two coaches, the players they have, who do you think will come out?
Well, I think if you look at the quality, as you mentioned earlier, the gap is huge. You look at City's form this season, compared to Arsenal, you will think that, hey, we are just going to get there. It's going to be a walkover. They will score as many as they can. But I always say this, that, Martin Keough said something. He said most of the time, it's not the stars which win this game, it's the mentality. And I think if Arsenal can approach the games and say, if we're able to win this game, can turn our season around. So no matter what it takes, they are going to this game and win this game, then Arsenal can get something. But how many times have Arsenal turned up with the right mentality? You can count them. And I think that's what is going to to the benefit of Pep Guardiola. He's got the right players. He's tactically perhaps the best. They are the most informed team in the world currently. No team comes close to them. Kevin De Bruyne perhaps the best player in the English Premier League now. And you have all of these players firing from all angles. Hey, I'm an Arsenal fan and I'm hoping of course an upset, but I don't see us winning.
When you look at the Man City play, Sterling has 7 goals, Aguero has 7 goals, Leroy Sané has 6, which is more than superb. Kevin De Bruyne has 3 and 5 assists.
Again, Arsenal, so we are going in with some uncertainties. We have doubt with the fitness of a player like Koscielny. And perhaps he's the one for me that holds our defense together. And if you're going into a game and there's the prospect of a Mertesacker coming in, Jesus Christ, you can only expect a drubbing. So it's not looking really good for us. But I just hope that, hey, we go in there, then players say that to themselves, let's turn our season around with this game. For me, that's what, once Arsenal get the mentality right, because City will come in and say, these people have been doing well, so let's go and bash, let's beat them as many as we can. But once Arsenal say that, okay, we're going to sit back, allow them to attack, let's defend. We have Sanchez, a couple of players with a lot of pace. Let's take opportunity and create a few chances and make sure we score. We can do it. Once you're able to sit back and block the likes of Kevin De Bruyne and the other players from operating, you limit the holes, you limit the space for them. We can do something, but We haven't seen Wenger. Wenger is not your pragmatic kind of coach. We're just to go in, open up, and they can score us as many as they want.
All right, Derek, let's start with Chelsea United. Manchester United, they were doing well. All of a sudden, they slipped. It looks like they are coming back. And Chelsea, rumors that I don't even have to go there. So, your view
I mean, this game is probably. I think I'm looking forward to this game more than Barca Madrid. I have no idea why, but it's because Barca is not impressing me as they should. Madrid, we all know what is going on right now. God be with them. and when you take these two teams, Chelsea versus Manchester United, it's more than a rivalry in England right now. Yeah. It's become one of the greatest games you have to look forward to in each season. And now they have two top coaches, Antonio Conte and Jose Mourinho. One was the former coach of the other team. He is going into this game after last season losing 4 goals.
You know, he's actually blaming Conte for Chelsea's poor performance.
For selling Matic, which is...
And then depending on...
come on, it makes
mind games.
Mourinho likes that. He always want to...
But it's not right. It's not right.
But they've been performing well.
How can you sell a player like Matic to a direct rival? I wouldn't do that.
It's been happening in football. No, Barcelona sold Figo to...
Figo wanted out.
Barcelona sold Luis Enrique to...
You know, with the Figo's issue, it has to do with the Spanish politics as well.
We are not looking at the politics as well. We are looking at the fact that they sold.
There was rule which will not even allow him to play for Barca.
You have a player with, let's say, a year
for his contract to come to an end. He's pushing for a move out. There's a little, for a club, your hands are tied. You have to release him. But here is the case of a player like Matic. You have only one defensive midfielder, N'Golo Kante. How on earth do you think that you can go through a whole season with only one defensive midfielder? And who? Bakayoko. Charlie Bakayoko is you with a dyed hair.
No, listen. No, listen. I know Bakayoko has been struggling this season.
And finish Bakayoko. For those of us who watching, Bakayoko is not a typical defensive midfielder.
That one I agree with you.
He's not been performing. Let's not bash him. Romelu Lukaku has gone a whole month without scoring a goal. Has he received any bash? He's not received any bash yet. The whole of that month, he has not even hit the back of the net for a whole month.
Yet, a couple of assists.
There's no, as a striker, what we're looking forward to you to do is score
the goals.
The assist, the creation of chances, leave it to the playmakers to do that. But as a striker, what I'm looking forward to for you to do is score the goals. I didn't bring you in to assist. Though assist
Chelsea's season seemed to have plummeted because of the injury to N'Golo Kante, because he holds the team. That's because they have no one to sit in front of the back and say, if a certain fullback is moving, I have to step in for him. I have to be able to read this pass, block, intercept this, go in for this silly tackle, do the dirty work, and allow the likes of Fabregas, Morata, and the likes and Hazard to do the flamboyant kind of football. No one is doing that for them. Bakayoko, if you watch Jones Monaco, it's not a typical defensive midfielder. Neither is Fabregas.
That one I agree with.
And for some reason, he doesn't trust Christensen.
So, but let's not forget, Chelsea's been struggling with injuries this season as well. The likes of, Moses is out.
The more reason why they shouldn't have sold Matic.
But his hands were tied, like he said.
No, he had to. Matic weren't pushing. If you listen to Mourinho said it was actually Matic's manager who told him like Chelsea want him out. So it was Chelsea through a
manager. One thing is if a player wants to leave, no matter what, the club will do, he wants to leave. He will leave.
Trying to say.
You can't tie down a player.
The rumors came out that the club wanted him out. Yeah. You understand? But we can go in depth and realize the player wanted to leave. You understand?
And don't forget it's the club who wanted him out because they thought that, of course, he has become a bit of a liability. The following season, he wasn't doing well. They've brought in Bakayoko, whom they thought was a defensive midfielder. Unfortunately, he's turned out to be so far a rubbish.
So it can be the way they treated him that he wanted him.
No, from what we've heard, it's the club that wanted him out. That's the information out there. It could be that the player was pushing for a move, but hey, he has more years on his deal. Tell him that hey, I have no one aside N'Golo Kante. Whether you like it or not, we've seen that quite on a number of occasions, clubs resist players, prevent players from moving. We've seen that on countless number of. Why can't you do that? Especially if you know the worth of the player, you have to keep him. Sanchez wanted to go, Arsenal to do your own story. Why didn't they do so to Matic?
Okay, quick one. Who are you sticking with? Your prediction, quick one. Our time is almost up. Then
I can't really predict because I don't follow both teams.
A boring draw. Very boring draw.
Derek.
Win for Chelsea.
A win for Chelsea.
A very difficult win for Chelsea because I know Mourinho is coming to this game to defend. He's always defending against beating. Forgetting Man City is also winning as well and widening the gap. But I think Mourinho will go into this game not defending much, but actually open up a little because Chelsea has been struggling from the back. They conceded 3 goals at Rome. They lost to Crystal Palace and the likes. But their defense is not as good, as strong as it was last season. Manchester United were also struggling last season, and this season they are banging the goals in. So Mourinho might open up a little bit and closing it. So a difficult win for Chelsea. I'm seeing a difficult win.
Now let's do 1 minute. Everybody, 1 minute. Let's Dortmund versus Bayern Munich. We all know what Bayern Munich is going through this season. Dortmund also is not doing that well. Let me start with you.
I think Bayern have been some form of resurgence since Hankies took over.
Yeah.
And they are going to lose only Frank Ribery. And you compare that to Dortmund are going to lose Marcus Lloris, Piszczek and one other player as well. And you look at the form of both teams in the last 5 matches and you realize that Bayern have the upper hand. In terms of the stars, they have it. In terms of coaching, I think Hankins has played this kind of game over and over again, and he knows how to work out or how to get the kind of results for them. I think once I always say this, that Bayern is a team of stars. Just get the dressing room right. Once you get the player management right, you just leave the player to do the half. And I think that's what is going to happen tomorrow. A win for Bayern.
Bayern versus Dortmund.
Obviously, the Bavarians will smile at the end of the day.
Wow.
I don't see Dortmund causing an upset. We all know what transpired in the dressing room, the politics, which culminated in the exit of Ancelotti. Now the gaffer is back, so the players are all smiles. Just win to please him and the fans as well.
Are you a fan of him?
Oh yeah, I think he's even better than Guardiola.
Wow.
Oh yeah. People will dispute it, but he's one of the finest coaches. Oh yes, people, you see, it's because he's aging. But I tell you, he's one of the fantastic coaches to look out for.
Alright, Derek, quick one, and then we'll wrap up.
Bayern is on top with 3 points. Again, I mean, I suppose they are leading. Dortmund with just 3 points. Dortmund started the league season with a very good defensive setup. They didn't concede till like 2 games ago before they started conceding, and also in the Champions League they've been poor. Well, I don't know. It's because I'm sure, and I know it's because of the sacking of Thomas Tuchel and the injury to Julian Weigl in the middle that is causing a really, really big absence for the Dortmund squad to improve a point. And the likes of Yarmolenko has not been a fantastic player that we used to see him in previous clubs. Coming into this game, been struggling a lot at the top. And I don't know why Christian Pulisic is always on the bench for Philippe to be in the game. It's more than amazing. The coach is bringing out some new lineups and he doesn't even have a correct or let's say a solid first 11 into every game. He changes the squad every time. Felix Maxim is starting and Christian Pulisic is on the bench. Pulisic comes in and I mean it's crazy. But going into this game, like we said, statistics don't win games. This game is a tough game for each side. It's a must win for each side. So I can't predict for these two teams. I can't predict. People are always putting Bayern on top. Let's not forget Bayern is also struggling as well. They've not been banging the 6-7 goals this season. That should tell you everything is not right, even though Ancelotti has still left. Everything is not right. So I'm not actually going to predict this game. I'm going to enjoy a beautiful game. And whoever comes on top wins.
Yeah, our time is up, but I think I have to read 2 or more messages and then we wrap up. This one says the reason for the low interest in Africa is because of the lack of good sponsorship, which will help hype our leagues. For instance, how many times do we see Egypt or American League on TV? Ghana's for life. Okay, this one is this one says, wow, Eve, you are looking beautiful. Thank you for your compliment. But trust me, tell the Madrid fan that his supporter didn't come today. I think he's talking about me back. But he said Barca is still coming like Kaka. He sent the same message last week. And then this one says, I love sports time. My day is not complete without sports time. Thank you very much for the message. Now, thank you guys for joining me today.
Thank you very much for having us.
I hope you have a fantastic weekend. All right. Thank you so much for being part of today's show. I'm Eve Edwards. See you same time next week. Bye.